guys, and welcome to another episode of Raina Unfiltered. So, have you been feeling exhausted lately? Have you been feeling like no matter how much you sleep, it's never enough? Have you slept through 8 hours a night and you still are tired the next day? Is that you? If that is you, then it's not that you need more sleep or that you need more rest. It is a signal from your body that you need a break, that you need a nervous system reset. So if that's you, let's get into methods on how I handle a nervous system reset. If it seems like no matter how much sleep you get at night, you're still exhausted, it's not enough to sleep. Your nervous system is what's begging you for a reset. So if that's you, stay tuned. Welcome to Raina Unfiltered, where we're working to establish our true, intentional, and aligned selves. Today, we'll be diving into that topic a little bit deeper as we talk about something that has been plaguing all of us Americans today, and that is burnout. So if you're feeling overstimulated, anxious, or emotionally tired, this video is for us. Stick around. There are many ways for your body to let you know that it needs a break, a physical break, okay? Just like if you were an athlete and you pulled a muscle or a joint and you feel that in your joint, it's the same thing when you hurt or you are emotionally exhausted. You will feel it on your body, a fatigue sort of. And when your body starts to ask you for this emotional release, you will feel it. You will feel it in a number of ways. For example, maybe you'll feel scared all the time, looking over your shoulder like you don't know what's going on. Sometimes you may even experience irritability, like being on edge. Okay, these are social telltale signs that your body needs a break, that you need a true emotional release. See, the thing about it all is that burnout doesn't just live in your mind. While sleep is fantastic and a super important thing to have, you also need to support your body. So when you start to feel this way in your nervous system, just know your nervous system is actually asking you for both safety and support. It's asking you to show up for yourself. So I have some signs here for you to tell you what it feels like when your nervous system needs a break. So here we go. Number 1, you feel rushed even when there's nothing urgent going on. I have a friend like this. She speed walks everywhere, and she always says it's because she's so used to walking with tall people, but I think it's because she's used to rushing. Another telltale sign that your nervous system needs a break is if you're always feeling like there's something going to happen. Something's going to go wrong. Are you looking over your shoulder? Are you worried that something bad is going to happen? If that's you, maybe your nervous system needs a reset as well. Another way that you can tell is if you're feeling disconnected from any type of creativity. Sometimes it's hard for me to even color or draw, and that's when I know that I'm disconnected from myself completely, and my nervous system definitely needs a reset. It's begging me to show up. So number 4, is your body constantly feeling heavy or tense? I experience this sometimes, but you know me, honey, I run straight to the masseur. And finally, last but not least, reason number 5 is, are you constantly feeling super duper tired of being strong? Are you feeling like, I'm always being strong, I'm always the strong one? Your nervous system definitely needs a reset. And trust me, I've been there, I can tell you. So now that we're relating and we're on the same page, it's definitely time to go ahead and discuss what I typically do to work through these issues. Maybe these are some suggestions, tips. Take what works for you. If it doesn't work for you, hey, share what you use down in the comments. Maybe I can try it and find something that works for me even better. So the first thing that I like to do when I know that my nervous system needs a reset is I slow down. I try not to do too much, commit to too many things at one time. I try not to say that I'll be at many places with friends or whatever if I know I'm gonna be taking some time for myself and slowing things down. And another thing I love to do is try not to multitask. You know, at work they try to be like, oh, we need this done. You know, next thing you know, you're working 8 hours straight. You haven't had a lunch. Those type of things build up not only in your mind but in your body as well. So make sure that you slow down. Don't commit to too many things and take a break. That's what I like to do. So the second thing that I love to do that is super important for me is creating a safe space within my body. And that is super duper important to me. Like I said before, sometimes I even run to the masseur when I know I need a break. But some other things that I like to do, small things that I can do at home, is like I like to light a candle, beautify my space, give me something great to smell. I love a heated blanket or a blanket that is weighted. Ooh, those are my two favorites. Putting them together, ooh, now that is something I can do to release the tension on my body. Something else that I like to do is a warm shower. Ooh, I love a warm shower. Even getting in the tub, taking a bath. Ooh, lighting a candle and taking a bath. Oh my God, that brings me real life joy. But I create a safe space within my body, and it really makes me feel wonderful. Like I'm okay here, I'm home, and I'm all right. The third thing that I like to do is I like to shut out all the noise. So you may read a book. I'll read a book instead of being on social media so that I don't have to hear what other people's thoughts are. I can just kind of read and, you know, enjoy a story. Something else I can do to quiet the noise is I like to have quieter mornings and evenings. That definitely makes me feel good. Slowing down in the morning, waking up maybe 10 to 15 minutes earlier just so that I don't have to rush through my motions. Or lighting a candle in the evening, reading a book, just to slow down and give myself a chance to recalibrate and not have to please anyone or think about what's going on in my life, you know? Just a little story or something that'll put me to bed and really show me that it's okay. Other people made it out too. And the last one is definitely something we've talked about on my channel here before, and that's reassuring yourself, giving yourself affirmations, helping yourself to really see that, you know, it's really okay. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and one of the men on the podcast were talking about how your story really defines the decisions that you make. You know, if you are constantly making the same decision, you should ask yourself, what is the story that I'm telling myself is my story, which is causing me to make these kinds of decisions? And that could really help you to move on from those decisions and make a different one, or write a new story for yourself. So make sure that you talk to yourself nicely and you love yourself down, because you truly deserve it. Now, when it comes to regulating my nervous system, I definitely know what it feels like when I need to do it, and some of my go-to skills about what I like to do. So yes, I've definitely learned a lot about what it means to regulate my system in my body. But one thing that I definitely want to let you know is that it really takes time. This is about consistency. This is about consistent effort. It is not something that will just happen overnight, and it's not something that's super easy. You will have to keep doing it until your body has fully let everything go. Yes, and remember, even if you can't do everything, just remember that slowness is valuable. It takes time, and it is something that is super valuable for yourself and for your life. Definitely go down into the comments, share what you like to do to regulate your nervous system. I would love to give it a try and let you know how it works for me. See you next time. And remember, you're doing this for you, for your growth. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button.